This is SportsUCC. Here's Steve and I'm Josh. This is the third source, and here's our first take, baby. You know we don't have no scripts here. So this week in football, go ahead, Steve. Introduce us on what's happening around the league.
So last week, the Vikings walked away with a win, staying undefeated. The Broncos demolished the Buccaneers. You expert analysis said we were in a 3-point swing. We got demolished. You guys lied to us. I tuned in. I watched them die slowly.
20 points.
Especially since the game
20
was
points.
delayed. So it took the Broncos a little bit longer to beat us, actually. So we'll take that.
It
It was a slow death, but it took them longer than any other team to get beaten by them.
True.
And last week, since the Eagles were actually on a bye week, we actually forgot to mention them, but the Eagles are actually undefeated also under Carson Wentz. So since we spoke about all those teams last week and they all walked away with the win, this week in football is actually going to be focused on other teams. Some updates around the league. You have Tom Brady coming back 5th week. He's going to take on the Browns in his return. You have Carson Palmer and Cam Newton suffering concussions. Hopefully they come back better. Cam Newton, hopefully this humbles him a little bit because, you know, he's a big guy, likes to run, and
We don't want him, though, because he's playing the Bucs. So just stay out for this game, please.
all right, sit out. You have to heal. You have to think about your health.
Let your brain heal.
And of course, if you guys heard, Brown actually was fined $24,000 for his excessive celebration. Now, he's done this several times, so I don't know. You know, 24 grand to a millionaire is still
Pennies.
Well, I was gonna say it's still money, but since I don't have millions, it probably is pennies to him. But hopefully after
Money
this,
ain't a
his
thing.
antics will slow down. As you guys might have heard, Odell Beckham Jr. and Des Bryant have been going on rants. They're not stepping up to the plate. You're a targeted receiver now. They're going to play defensive schemes around you. You're the best player on your team. They have to shut you down. They're going to do anything to get into your head. But Odell did come out and say, hey, listen, I might have overreacted. I didn't know how to handle it. Essentially, he didn't say those words. Don't quote me on that. But he says he's going to come back. He's going to be better. Hopefully, Des Bryant will follow suit and just explain, you know what, it's just one of those weeks and he's going to come back. He's going to stay quiet and he's also going to outperform everybody and let his playing do all the talking. So going into the first game, it's going to be the Redskins versus the Ravens. Redskins sitting at 2-2 with the Ravens suffering their first loss last week, sitting at 3-1. For this game, I think I'm going to give it to the Redskins. I don't know why. I want to see the Redskins lose. Win. I want to see the Ravens lose. Too many R's there.
Too many R's. Supposed to be an expert analysis, Steve.
No, I'm actually leaving that to you. There's only room for one expert analysis.
But not really. But anyways, I'm giving it to the Ravens. They have a pretty decent defense, which has been holding them into the games, and a just good enough offense. I mean, they did have Forsett that has parted ways with Justin Forsett, who's about 31, I think, now, so he's really not.
Yeah, that's
doing his
usually,
thing, so.
You know, that's old age for a running back
It is.
because they've been getting battered into their knees their whole career.
But I'm still going to give it to the Ravens.
All right.
Our second game is actually a pretty decent one. Close with the game of the week, but not there. Bengals and the Cowboys. A very, very surprising result, or record, I should say, for the Cowboys at 3-1 with their star quarterback and old quarterback, Tony Romo.
Dak Prescott has been holding down that team, and
honestly,
Tony Romo slated to come back, week 7, week 8? I don't know if they're going to have a dilemma on their hands since
I don't think so. I mean,
he's a rookie, but he's same thing as Carson Wentz. They're just composing themselves well.
Yeah, he makes the Cowboys look better. However, I know
on the other side you have
the Bengals, AJ Green,
ridiculous,
and the Ginger Bandit. I gotta look out for my gingers, man. They are actually they're still just a good combo. And that defense for the Bengals is just a solid defense. I'm gonna have to give it to the Bengals.
The Bengals would be a good pick, but I don't know the way this Cowboys story is going.
Yeah, it's a remarkable one.
I think the Cowboys are going to take it.
You're going off pride and.
I'm going off of another win for Dak Prescott. I think he's going to keep.
Hey, he's my fantasy
composed.
quarterback, so I don't care. Just keep throwing up numbers for me.
I think he's going to keep playing well. I think Dez is going to get shut out of the game, though. But somehow the Cowboys are going to move forward, and they're going to rack up another win. Okay. So for our next game, our game of the week, you have the New York Giants versus the Green Bay Packers. Packers sitting at 2-1. Giants sitting at 2-2. You know, you have Odell a little bit upset, as we were talking about earlier. But you have Eli, as I stated last week, who's distributing the ball well to his team. then the Packers didn't start off to the role that they wanted to. You know, Jordy Nelson and Aaron Rodgers not really clicking that well. For this game, man, this is a tough one.
Gotta be an expert now.
I don't know, man. You might have to take it right here. I thought this was gonna be easier, but it's a little bit harder than I thought. I'm gonna give it to Green Bay. I'm loyal to Aaron Rodgers.
Discount double check.
Discount.
Trying to get some insurance. New insurance premium.
He owes us. He owes us a few better plays.
No, I gotta give it to the Giants. I gotta give it to them. They're looking pretty solid. Gonna be a good battle between the Giants and the Redskins for the NFC East and the Cowboys, actually. I mean, that division is always weird.
Yeah,
things that
you
happen,
never know who's gonna win that because it's just a matter of who's gonna screw up the most.
That's literally all it is. And my expert analysis is definitely not the Packers. That's what I'm going with. The Giants.
The Giants. All right. Welcome to the game of the week.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how you made it there, but you made it there.
Our most favorite part of this show is definitely the return of the toilet bowl and the return of the Cleveland Browns going further. Not first, not second, not third, not even fourth.
Are you serious?
They're 0-4.
You gotta be kidding.
They're going for it again. They're going for a 5th toilet bowl victory.
The quintuplet.
And they're definitely losing. I guess I can't say definitely because the Patriots just got shut out by the Bills. And, well, the Bills are the Bills.
That was the Super Bowl for the Bills right there.
That was
Rex Ryan, that's the win of his career.
That's the win that keeps his job. But yeah.
It's funny, usually our toilet bowl game is the game that nobody wants to watch.
But this is going to be almost the game of the week toilet
This
bowl.
is almost the game of the week, but because the Browns are 0-4, they rightfully have to come back and defend their bowl.
Their toilet bowl.
Exactly,
So,
they have to.
I mean, they're doing an outstanding job of defending the toilet bowl. Tom Brady does return this week, so I'm looking for a good matchup with him and Gronk. That's pretty much unstoppable.
The Patriots are coming off a loss, a shutout loss, right? And you have Tom Brady coming back. So Tom Brady, he's fueled. He's mad. He's upset.
Extra rest.
Exactly. He just missed 4 games, had 4 more games to study everybody else, game film and everything.
Rest.
And then Bill Belichick just coming off of a shutout loss.
I don't know when the last time they've been shut out. It's been a long time.
We might have to check into that, but I think they're going to come back and they're going to demolish. So we know the Browns are going to lose. All right, are you going to pick the Browns for this?
I'm not picking the Browns.
No,
they have surprised me, and because they've been tied. They almost beat Washington last week. Almost beat Miami the week before. Y'all need to stop it and keep losing.
There's not going to be.
Out of the toilet bowl.
You're not going to get a toilet bowl trophy if you win one.
I mean, we're trying to give y'all a big trophy here. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but y'all got to go 0-16.
I think so. We know the Patriots are going to win. I think it's only a matter of how much. I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say Brady throws 5 touchdowns. Those 5 touchdowns.
That's I can see it. I'm putting it up there about 4 or 5. I think LeGarrette Blount is going to go off on them too. Going to be jumping over the whole defense.
Brady gets 5 passing touchdowns, and I'm going to give 1 touchdown to Blount.
So you're picking a nice high-scoring game.
And the Browns walk away with the field goal.
I'm only thinking. I think it's going to be 35-10 or something.
35-10.
But Patriots for sure, all the way.
Well, I appreciate you tuning into SportsUCC. If you could like, share, subscribe to our channel, we appreciate it. Have a good night.